looking at me, yeah. One looking at me, yeah, yeah, yeah. One looking at me, oh yeah, you can see me stop try. Do my best, I do it, I'm not gonna tell no lie, yeah. Enough rocky days and enough shaky nights, yeah. Enough time I feel from the amount of time I try. Me feel so bad, but you never see me try. Never flat footy, come ready fi go fly. Do my best, I do it, yeah, till the day I die. Do my best, I do it, yeah. Don't give.
Saying good morning and sending good vibes the way of Anne-Marie out there in Boston. Have a wonderful day. Janine Brown in Michigan, good morning. Enjoy your Tuesday. Yvena Luke and family sending good vibes your way. Sandra Gregoire, good morning to you. Got a heads up for the good folks of Dowasco. The good folks of Bellevue Roll are apparently out of water.
Them cannot compare. Do me that's I do it like me and I care. Link up with Kirky B and we are gone clear.
The good folks of Bellevue Roll, good morning.
You're in there, yeah. No fear out there with no care. And if them play catch up, then we are change gear room.
It's now 7 o'clock on the dot here on your Nature Isle.
Keep me a steer on, move on.
Up next, we'll bring you the DBS Major Morning News. Stay tuned.
DBS News. Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
This morning's headlines: St. Lucians have spoken and they've returned the Philip Pierre-led Labour Party back into government with an overwhelming majority. We will bring you a reaction from St. Lucia's general elections as Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt will also join us live on the line this morning. On the international scene, Hong Kong's leader orders investigation into the deadly fire that killed 151 people. And in sports, well, the West Indies are off to a great start in the first test against New Zealand. Good morning, I'm Gavin Richards with the DBS Major Morning News. The details right after this.
From the time that you taste it, man, you know that it's greatness. Some ice in your cup to your friends in cup. You know that we live in. Signal the bartender. No, we don't need chaser. But if you want, it could mix with anything. We drinking stones, ginger wine. The original ginger wine. This is forever.
Locally distributed by Fine Foods Inc.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. First up in the news this morning, well, the code might be yellow in some islands, but the mood is definitely red in St. Lucia as the Philip Pierre-led Labour Party was voted back into government with an overwhelming majority following elections in St. Lucia yesterday, where the St. Lucia Labour Party secured a decisive 14-1 victory over the United Workers' Party, the UWP. UWP party leader Alan Chasney was the only successful candidate. The independent MPs for Castries Central and Castries North, Richard Frederick, and the former Prime Minister Stephenson King also retained their seats. Well, speaking after the elections, Prime Minister-elect Pierre said he remained humbled by the trust placed in him and pledged to move forward together as the country enters its new term. Joining us live on the line this morning is Dominica's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit, as we welcome Mr. Skerrit to the DBS Major Morning News. Good morning, Prime Minister.
Good morning to you, Gavin, and of course, good morning to the listeners of DBS News.
All right, Mr. Skerrit, and quite an overwhelming victory for the Philip Pierre-led government, Labour Party government. Your reactions to the elections yesterday?
Well, first of all, I would like to extend my congratulations to publicly to Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre and the St. Lucia Labour Party. I think it was a massive victory. It was a show of confidence in the policies and programs of the St. Lucia Labour Party and of course the leadership of the Prime Minister. Now, what I've always said to people everywhere I speak, including here in Dominica, that once you remain close to the people and recognizing that the power rests with the people, that people lend you your power. But if you stay close to the people, if you're accessible, if you're visible, then they'll repose their trust and confidence in you. And this is what has happened in St. Lucia. And the government remained close to the people, and the people rewarded them with a renewed mandate. Now, a lot of people talk about longevity. I mean, Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre has been a member of Parliament since 1997. And also Stephenson King has been in Parliament since the late 1980s. But he remains in Parliament because they practice the politics which must be practiced, which is staying close to people. Ralph Gonzalez won his seat. So did Friday. Friday has been in Parliament since 2001. But if you remain close to the people, you will certainly be rewarded by the people, and this is a lesson out of this. Gavin, it is said it is not what you give to people or what you say to people, but it's how you make them feel. And if people feel that you care, if people feel that you understand their dreams and aspirations, and you understand their struggles, and you're prepared to listen and to help them through those phases in their lives, then they'll reward you. It is simple as that. There's no big arithmetic or scientific evaluation of any of those victories within the Caribbean.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Skerrit. Mr. Skerrit, as you're on the line, we'll just use the opportunity to ask you one or two other questions. First of all, we've seen an increase in the minimum wage, which took effect at the start of this month. Of course, how do you think this will positively impact on the lives of the workers who are going to be impacted by this increase?
Well, this is a victory month for the working class people of this country. Those who are in the minimum wage category, the categories that are controlled by legislation. This is an extraordinary decision by the government, having consulted a wide cross-section of society. To have as high as 30% in some categories and 24% at the lowest end. This is huge, and I think this is a celebration for recognition of the fact that those who provide the services and that important part of the economy need to be recognized. And I'm happy that the government finally was able to make a decision on the minimum wage government, and I'm so happy for everyone. I do hope that the employers will follow the law and recognize that they can only be successful if the workers are motivated and properly compensated. We'll never be able to give people the real salary that they deserve, because one has to also look at the impact on the employer. But at the end of the day, labor is an important factor in operations, and therefore we need to recognize them. And I'm so happy that so many people in this country come December 31 would be impacted positively because of this increase in minimum wage in Dominica. And So I thank all those who were involved in the process, and we look forward to its implementation. There will be a mechanism in place for review, as we indicated earlier. But it's a huge day for the working people of Dominica, and what better time can it come other than Christmas?
All right, Mr. Prime Minister. Also, what can you tell us about the ongoing excavation works in the Debewash area? It seems to be some concerns about the environmental impact the project is having on surrounding areas.
Well, let's just say that the airport project is going on satisfactorily. We're now doing the works on the terminal building and all the other facilities, amenities on site. So work is progressing satisfactorily. Obviously, one would appreciate that a significant amount of aggregate and sand will be required for the international airport. The aggregate, the stores must have a particular density, because having this huge planes landing every day on this plane on the runway, you need to have good density with regards to the rocks. Now, I believe that the government has a duty and obligation to pay attention to the concerns that have been raised by the residents and other interest groups with regards to the operations. We are not dismissing the concerns. I think looking at some of the concerns that they have, and also, of course, the scientific data, some of them are misplaced. Some of them are lacking any facts. But that notwithstanding, I believe that we need to have an opportunity to hear from them and to take them on site. And so I will hopefully early next week we'll invite some of the interest groups to come on site so they could look at the operation and to give us their opinions on how they believe whatever challenges they have identified could be mitigated. I mean, no matter what you do, Darwin, there will be an impact on the environment. It is what you do to mitigate against it. Against the impact that will be important. You build a house, you're going to impact the environment. You build a retaining wall, you're going to impact the environment. But there's some things that you can do to mitigate against whatever impact on the environment. So it's a matter of ensuring that the environment can be protected, but at the same time the airport can be built. I don't think that we have the luxury in Dominica to choose one over the other. I think we need to ensure that both can coexist, and that we address the issues that people are raising from time to time. My only caution to some is that we must not use that as a means to stymie the project or to stop the project, because I think history would not be kind to those who are attempting to do so. But I believe that there are people among who have genuine legitimate concerns based on their love and respect for the environment, and I think that we will certainly continue listening, and I will personally lead the government's engagement with the people sometime early next week.
All right, sometime early next week. Well, thank you very much, Prime Minister Skerritt, for joining us this morning. I understand that you should be making a visit to the geothermal project sometime today.
I will be visiting the geothermal project this afternoon, but I'm also visiting the road from Borough Square in Portsmouth to Pigwa. The Chinese technical team is here, the design team is here for this road, and I needed to go on site to share them my own vision for this road and how we can eliminate several of the bends and the corners and make the road more safer for all of us and so forth. So I'll be doing that this morning.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Prime Minister Skerritt, and be safe on the road today.
Thank you, everybody. God bless.
All right. That was Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt. As we continue the news this morning, an increase in user fees for national parks and ecotourism sites has taken effect as of the 1st of December. This change follows the announcement made during the National Budget Address for the fiscal year 2025-2026. In a press release, the Ministry of Environment, Rural Modernization, Kalinago Upliftment and Constituency Empowerment has announced that the revised user fees for national parks and ecotourism sites are as follows. The YT Kubli, or that should be the site visit fee for private tours to any ecotourism site except for the YT Kubli National Trail has increased to $8. The day pass to visit any ecotourism site, excluding the Waitikubuli National Trail, is now at $20, and the week pass for access to any ecotourism site, also excluding the Waitikubuli National Trail, is now priced at $50. Additionally, Tito Gorge and Col Soufriere have been officially designated as ecotourism sites under the national management, with standard fees applied. According to the government, this new fee structure will provide additional funding to safeguard Dominica's biodiversity, protect trails, landscapes, and strengthen ongoing conservation efforts. The press release also stated that visitors will soon be able to purchase passes online before their arrival, ensuring smoother access to nature sites. And Senior Met Officer Marshall Alexander is reporting 3 Category 5 hurricanes for the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season, which closed on the weekend. He says there were no direct tropical storm or hurricane landfalls for Dominica.
The 2025 Atlantic hurricane season, which ended November 30th, although predicted to be above normal, delivered near normal overall activity, but was marked by sharp contrast, shifting between long quiet stretches and bursts of extreme intensity that produced 3 Category 5 hurricanes. Despite a completely inactive climatological peak during late August to early September, there was no direct tropical storm or hurricane landfall for us in Dominica. Tropical Storm Jerry was the only storm which passed closest to the north of us on October 9th, warranting the issuance of a flood watch, a smallcraft warning, and a high-sub advisory. The season saw 13 named storms, 5 hurricanes, and 4 major hurricanes, which fell within NOAA's predicted ranges. Hurricane Melissa demonstrated both the basin's volatility and the growing skills of forecasters. Rapid intensification of systems continue to be observed, and Melissa became one of the strongest landfalls ever observed in the Caribbean, with National Hurricane Center providing nearly 3 days advance warning of a Category 5 strike on Jamaica and outperforming all model guidance.
And that was Senior Met Officer Marshall Alexander. In news from the international scene this morning, Hong Kong's leader John Lee has ordered the creation of an independent committee to investigate the cause of a devastating fire that killed at least 151 people. Last Wednesday, 7 of 8 tower blocks at the Wang Fuk Court housing complex, which had been undergoing extensive renovations, went up in flames. Investigators have since found that the protective netting used around the buildings failed to meet flame retardant standards. At least 13 people have been arrested for suspected manslaughter, including directors of a construction company. The fire is the deadliest the city has seen in more than 70 years, and the death toll could rise further as officials continue to recover bodies. Well, that's the news. Stay tuned. Sports comes up next.
Peter, where did you put the Lay's chips?
Oh, shucks. I forgot them at home on the counter.
You must be joking. Boy, turn around. No chips, no picnic. He knows that whether it's a picnic, entertaining at home, snacks for the children, or just liming, we always have Frito-Lay chips and snacks with a wide variety of brands, all made natural and continually improving on their products. Frito-Lay snacks is a must for any occasion. There is more than just fun in Frito-Lay snacks. Distributed by Fine Foods Inc. and available at shops and supermarkets all around Dominica. Forgot them at home. He want to spoil my day. Frito-Lay, good food for the fun of it.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. stay straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribbean. 250 gallon propane tank, 420 pound propane tank, 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribbean, 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribbean, Petro Caribbean, Petro Caribbean, Petro Caribbean, Petro Caribbean, Petro Caribbean, Petro Caribbean.
Covering the nation and beyond. DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
This Christmas, bring home the joy with NBD. Apply for an NBD credit card or personal loan, and you could be one of our lucky winners in a special Christmas shopping spree. Celebrate the season with friends and family. Shop for your holiday favorites and make this Christmas truly magical. Make your season brighter. Visit any NBD branch today. For more information, go to nbddominica.com or call 767-255-2300. Hurry! This festive offer ends January 9th, 2026. Don't miss your chance to bring home the joy. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome to the Morning Sports. Let's bowl off with cricket news as a good day in the field for the West Indies as they took the honours on the opening day of the first test match against New Zealand last night. The West Indies put in a team effort with the ball, with all of the bowlers chipping in as they took 9 New Zealand wickets on the opening day. West Indies won the toss, opted to bowl first. New Zealand were 90 for 1 before the West Indies bowlers started to hit the right areas. New Zealand reached a 231 for 9 at stumps on the rain-impacted day 1. We had Kane Williamson getting 52, Michael Bracewell 47, Akema Roach, O.J. Shields, Justin Graves. They got 2 wickets each, while a wicket each went to Jaden Seals, Johan Lane, and of course Royston Chase. Well, the West Indies assistant coach Ravi Rampal says it was a good effort in the field.
Yeah, definitely. Having them 9 down, having won the toss and choosing to bowl. We're pretty happy with the effort. When we started with the new ball, if I may go back there, I think, we didn't challenge the bat, given the conditions, and the ball was moving around a lot. We didn't challenge it. I had a lot of leaves in the first session and a half, and then, when we reviewed, we came back out and, said that we need to challenge the bat a little more. Yes, it was eye-opening saying that they were 90 for 1, but yes, we were looking for that extra wicket to get into the middle. Yeah, definitely. We are big on bowling in partnership, and I'm happy that each bowler, at least pick up 1 wicket, and that's how we want to grow. We have a young bowling attack, and the more they learn from the senior players, it'll be good for our bowling attack going forward.
And that's the West Indies assistant coach, Ravi Rampal. So New Zealand 231 for 9 at stumps on day 1. Play resumes at 5:35 this evening, Caribbean time. Let's bring you some more cricket news. Stefan Pascal has been named captain of the national 23 and under team as Dominica gets set to participate in the 23 and under series against St. Lucia this week. The games will feature 3 50-over matches and 1 3-day match starting Thursday at the Benjamin's Park. The 50-overs team is being captained by Stefan Pascal and features Malachi Zave, Diony Roll, Osinio Fontaine, Jed Joseph, Kyron Phillip, Clemenson Libla, Yawani Regis, Luvio Charles, CJ Charles, Delani Alexander, Darren Tuse, Neo Davis, Joel Dura, and Shukwan Tuse. The 50-over format of the series will start on Thursday. Meantime, Stefan Pascal will also lead the three-day team for their match next week. And the team has a few changes with Edmond Moranci, Jason Vidal, Ajanin Tavernier, Jelani Joseph, and Shahim Caesar among the players coming in. The rest of the team is Ursinio Fontaine, Jed Joseph, Kyron Phillip, Luvio Charles, Delani Alexander, Neo Davis, Joel Dura, and Shukwan Tuse. The national 23 and under team is being coached by John Fabian, with Nesta Phillip serving as the team manager. Let's bring you some Domino news as the Brigady Stars are champions of the table as they have won the Julius Timothy Independence Domino League title. The Paybush-based team took down Bad Side on the weekend to win the crown.
Brigady Stars from Paybush are the new champions of the Julius Timothy Independent Domino League. With one game to play, the boys from the north made light work of Bad Side from Mao by 780 points in front of a massive crowd. Final scores, Brigady Stars 3,007, Bad Side 2,233. Congratulations to Brigady Stars. In other weekend matches, Roadside 3,003, Focus 2,952, Brutal Forces 3,028, Roadblock 2,702. West Coast Scratching and Asian Violence 3,031, Roadside 2,127, Warriors 3,042, Itasi Stars 1,911, Wake Up Stars 3,033, Roadblock 2,837, Brigady Stars 3,037, Babdad 1,794, NATO Full Effects 3,045, Itasi Stars 2,688, Marcy Square 3,018, Warriors 2,810, Valiance 3,003, Itasi Stars 2,108, and Marcy Square 3,021, Babdad 2,456. Delvin Esprit reported.
In time, Brigady Stars captain Fitz Frederick, a.k.a. Brigady, says it was a dominating show from his team.
I want to say big up to Brigady Stars for winning the championship. To tell you the truth, in the starting of the game against Delvin team, it was tough. And Delvin was, Delvin already. Throwing words, have my fans panicking. But I know my team, I know Brigady Stars. We don't go down like that. When you see you with 1,000, we just leave you and go. And I want to big up my players. See man like Hubert Remy, Allington, Royston, Scotton. Once I have this guy here, I defeat nothing. Yeah, and I big up my fans, people like Rose, Jordan, Kerry, and my wife Sharon. All the way, Brigady Stars.
And that was the Brigady Stars captain, Fitz Frederick. Let's go back to cricket news as the West Indies under-19 team wrapped up their Youth ODI series with a comfortable win over England in the 7th and final Youth ODI yesterday. West Indies were bowled out for 213 batting first. Dominica's Ursinio Fontaine top scored with 39. Tyreek Bryan got 36. England replied with 154, with Aidan Ratcher getting 4 for 21 for the West Indies and Micah McKenzie 4 for 38. The West Indies won the game by 59 runs and they also won the series 5 games to 2. In some more cricket news, where the Indian batsman Virat Kohli says mental preparation is one of the keys to his success and longevity as he continues to excel in 50 overs cricket, while the 37-year-old Kohli hit his 52nd ODI century on the weekend, leading India to a 17-run win in the first ODI over South Africa. Kohli, who has retired from T20 international cricket and Test cricket, says he'll continue for as long as he can.
I've never been a big believer of a lot of preparation, if that makes sense. All my cricket has been mental. As long as I feel mentally I can play the game, I work physically very hard every day of my life. It's got nothing to do with cricket anymore. It's the way I live. So as long as my fitness levels are up and my mental enjoyment and sharpness is there, when you can visualize the game and you see yourself running as hard, reacting fast on the ball, then it's fine. I mean, one of the days when the game opens up and you get a start, you'll be able to score some runs. Well, if I've played 300 odd ODI games and so much cricket over the last 15, 16 years. As I said, if you're in touch with the game, and And you know that when you're hitting balls at practice, your reflexes are there. Your physical ability is there to bat long. If you can bat hour and a half, 2 hours in the nets without taking a break, you're kind of meeting all those markers.
And that's the Indian batsman Virat Kohli. Well, India made 349 for 8, batting first in that game. We had Virat Kohli getting 135. South Africa replied with 332 all out. The second ODI takes place on Wednesday. India leads the series 1-0. A former West Indies all-rounder Andre Russell has announced his retirement from the Indian Premier League. Andre Russell featured in 140 IPL games, 7 for the Delhi Daredevils, who are now going by the Delhi Capitals, and 133 for the Kolkata Knight Riders. He scored some 2,651 runs at a strike rate of 174, and he picked up 123 wickets. Andre Russell was among only 2 all-rounders in IPL history to achieve the double of 2,000 runs and 100 wickets.
Just want to give you guys the big news. I've made a decision to retire from the IPL. I'll still be active playing in various leagues all around the world and for all the other KKR franchises. I had some amazing time and great memories, hitting sixes, winning games, MVP and all of those things. But when I made this decision, I just felt like, yes, this is the best decision. I don't want to fade out. I want to leave a legacy, and it's best to retire when fans ask why. You still have some more in you. You still could go for a bit longer than to say, yeah, you should have done it years back.
And that's the former West Indies all-rounder Andre Russell announcing his retirement from the Indian Premier League. Well, that's where we'll come to the end of the DBS Morning Sports Report. Of course, we'll have a lot more sporting highlights for you throughout the course of the day. On behalf of the entire news and sports department, our links person Azari Williams, Gavin Richards saying good morning and thanks for listening.
Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fenced pipe, and Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins, and bidets. PVC piping, fittings, and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
This Christmas, bring home the joy with NBD. Apply for an NBD credit card or personal loan, and you could be one of our lucky winners in a special Christmas shopping spree. Celebrate the season with friends and family. Shop for your holiday favorites and make this Christmas truly magical. Make your season brighter. Visit any NBD branch today. For more information, go to nbddominica.com or call 767-255-2300. Hurry! This festive offer ends January 9th, 2026. Don't miss your chance to bring home the joy. Terms and conditions apply.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. Your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS. It's now 7:33 here on your Nature Isle. The time made possible compliments Do It Center. Do It Center, home of Do It Best quality paints, covering your house from foundation to finish. Coming up shortly, your morning's weather report. Just before we bring you your morning's weather report, I would like to remind you of your Kalinago word of the day for today. And today we had the Kalinago word for learning. And of course, that's Arokotahoni. Arokotahoni. Learning in Kalinago. Arokotahoni. Arokotahoni. Once again, Arokotahoni. Arokotahoni. Learning in Kalinago. Join us tomorrow morning, God willing, here in your nation's